Hello guys, thank you so much for clicking this video, and for today's vlog, or for today's video, we are going to talk about two things. We're going to talk about the power of deliberate intent, and we are also talking about the power of thought. Alright, so let's start with the power of deliberate intent, or deliberate creation. It is teaching us to become the creator of our own reality. From the word itself, deliberate, it has to be done consciously and intentionally. So if you have a goal, and if you want to reach or achieve your goal, you do things on purpose and focus on it, right? There are two types of people, deliberate creator and people who create by default. Since most of us are now part of those people who create by default, we need to be the deliberate creator. But first, you need to have a clear vision, intention, and a strong desire. And we need to act on it. Then of course, we must believe that it will happen to us. Then we do it intentionally and consistently. We need to keep doing it until it manifests or materializes. We need to be proactive, not reactive, so that we can achieve our goals. We can't just wait for it to happen. We need to be intentional. We need to think of the ways how to achieve it and do more things toward our goal. According to Abraham Hicks, we need to have a deliberate intent of for whatever you want in life, while at the same time use the art of allowing and law of attraction to balance your energy along the way. These are some of the things that Abraham Hicks said. Here's the video. Alright, so that's the video. Thank you for watching, and now we proceed to the power of thought. Are you ready? Let's go! Alright, so this time we're going to talk about the power of thought, and I'm pretty sure that you guys are familiar with this one, right? So it talks about how powerful our mind is and how it can change our lives entirely. This is one of the things that I learned from the power of thought. Thought become things, and the more attention you give to our thought, the more dominant it becomes in your life, into your vibration, your energy, and the more it will manifest and materialize. You attract what you think. One of some of the examples of the power of thought is the placebo effect and the law of attraction. So the law of attraction is the belief that positive or a negative thought bring positive or negative experiences into a person's life. It is applicable in all aspects of our life: career, relationship, health, etc. Law of attraction is a continuous process, and it's always working, regardless if you believe it or not. It's working or happening to you. Law of attraction is not biased. It will happen to you whether it's bad or good. But positive thoughts are more powerful than negative thoughts. Not everyone will understand it right away. But not because you do not understand it, you reject it. Believe it or not, it will happen, and it's happening to you. And also we have the placebo effect. So this is the method that they use to heal some of the patients during those times. They call it a placebo effect because your mind has the power to heal yourself physically, mentally, and emotionally. It's all in the mind. You just need to believe it. Like stress, it all starts in the head, then it grows. So that's how powerful our mind is, especially if we believe that it will really happen to you. To unleash the power of thought, there are three things that you need to learn. You need to learn how to ask, believe, and receive. Just like what stated in Mark 11:24, therefore I tell you, whatever you ask in prayer, believe that you have received it, and it will be yours. If you learn to master your thoughts and feelings, all the possibilities are endless. In a good way. You don't need to know how the universe will do it for you. You just need to believe it, and it will guide you to that direction. The how will just show up to you if you believe, and it will bring you to all the answers. Our brain and mind is a gift from God. It's up to us how we're going to use it. But of course, God wants the best for all of us. And this is what it's all about, learning to unleash the power of your mind or the power of your thought. These are some of the videos that we can watch to prove that.
Once I feed you with an idea that you are susceptible to something, look, I can feed you with an idea that this pill that we just got from the pharmaceutical company, it's the greatest, best thing for your issue. And I give you this pill and you get better. And then later you find out it was a sugar pill and everybody goes, yeah, that's called the placebo effect. And I go, what does it really mean? I said, you didn't get healed by the pill, you got healed by the belief in the pill. And I go, well, yeah, that's what placebo is all about. And at least 1/3, minimum of 1/3 of all medical intervention is, it's the placebo effect where the healing comes from. Everybody goes, yeah, I know about the placebo. I go, yeah, but that's a result of positive thinking. What about negative thinking? And this is what we don't talk about, but the reality is it's equally powerful in regard to affecting your biology as is positive thinking, but it works in the opposite direction. A negative thought is called the nocebo effect. Can cause any disease and you can die. If you believe you're gonna die, you can die from the belief. So we really have to watch out because as psychologists would tell us, 70% or more of our thoughts are negative and redundant, replaying the same negative thoughts. I go, if thoughts had nothing to do with it, fine. But thoughts, positive or negative, shape our biology. And all of a sudden it says, well, now it's time to wake up because our negative thinking is manifesting a negative life experience. The only problem is this, when you invest so much money into a belief system, and then a belief system isn't really right, you try to hold on as long as you can because if you spend hundreds of billions of dollars in this belief, you don't want to just go, oh, okay, we'll just change it. So it's a struggle, but the reality is coming forward and the public is just becoming aware of it. And it's a revolution because, as I said, if you believe genes control your life, you're a victim of your heredity.
Right.
Yeah, okay, when I say genetic control, that's the belief that genes control our characters. When I say epigenetic control, almost sounds the same, but epi means above. So when I say epigenetic control, literally it's control above the genes. And this is what we now recognize, that the environment, and very specifically our perception of the environment, changes our genetic activity. So that means, oh wait, that's not a victim because I can change my environment, I can change my perception, and all of a sudden if I can do that, then I can control my genes. Well, we're going from victim to mastery. So when parents have one child, they raise it like the first child. Okay, I raised the child this way. After that, if they have a second child, well, they already have all the different experiences of having a child. So they raise the second child different than they did the first child, et cetera, to the third. What's the point is, well, I can start with the same genetics, like my stem cells, same genetics, but it's the environment in which the genes are found that will determine the character and expression. Now, what people have to understand about epigenetics is it changes the reading of the gene. It does not change the gene. If you're born with gene X, you're always going to have gene X, but how will it express itself? And I go, well, it depends on your life and your character, your behavior, your environment. It's genes plus environment. If it was just genes, I would be able to tell you exactly here's what's going to happen. But most of that is changeable by how you live and where you live. So you got about 7 major diseases, only one gene. If you got that gene and the gene card shows it, okay, you got that gene, you're going to deal with it. All the other diseases are multiple genes. Cancer is a minimum of 12 to 14 genes, so it's not an accident. You can't change one gene and get cancer. You have to change 12 to 14 genes, and all of a sudden, then probability is a chance? It's like, no, we are creating a cancer, and we can uncreate a cancer. People have spontaneous remissions, but they change it not by changing their biology, but by changing their mind.
All right. So this is why the power of thought and the power of deliberate intent are connected. They should come hand in hand. We need to learn how to balance them. The power of thought will help us to have a strong desire and a clear vision, and the power of deliberate intent will help us act on it intentionally and be proactive to achieve our dreams or goals. Alright, so that's it guys. That's the end of the video, and thank you so much for watching, and I hope that you learn something from me this evening, and I hope that you continue to support this group because we're definitely learning a lot from this class. So I think that's it. Thank you so much for clicking this video again. Adios amigos. Bye bye now.